Ses 1 2 3. Hop tamam. Arthur Aincrad. Kaldığımız yerden devam. Şimdi burada Hogsfield'a gitmemiz gerekiyordu. Önce şu Cross Ones'ı yapalım. Tamam mı? Sonra onu boş ver. Tamam bu. Şu ikisi aynısı zaten. Sonra Herbiology Class yaparız. Sonra bu By Dodge Rolling Cast Incendio on Enemies. Tamam. Şöyle. Aynı yerdeler zaten. Map. Şu an işaretlediğim görev burası mı oluyor? Aynen. Gidelim bakalım.
Revelio.
Bir de benden Incendia'yı kullanmamı istiyordu. Şöyle yapalım.
Future champion coming through.
Önce bu.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio. Incendio. Leviosa.
Nicely done.
Accio. Incendio.
That's it.
Accio. Incendio. Loom. Leviosa. Accio.
Enerjim bitti. Ne yapabilirim ya?
Incendio. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio.
Excellent form. Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
It was only a training dummy.
True, but it's a difficult dummy. Believe me, I know. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands. Other duelists had better beware.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of cross wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
I'll go it alone.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
Break through red shields with damage spells like fire making spells every time. Tamam.
Incendio.
There goes my wager.
Leviosa.
Protego!
Don't shy away now.
That's all you've got? Confringo! Levioso! You're better than that! Incendio! Accio! Incendio!
Ne oluyor ya? Ben anlamadım. Bir başkası mı bana sıkıyor? Ne oluyor?
Protego! Incendio!
Bir tane post içerim. Daha önce hiç içmemiştim.
Levioso! Incendio!
Some big hits that round.
Daha önce hiç pot içmemiştim. Bir deneyeyim dedim.
What a victory! You've won the tournament!
That was nothing. I'm just getting started.
If the best duelists in the school weren't enough for competition, then perhaps you should consider transferring to Durmstrang. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Revelio.
Şimdi.
Shame it's over. I was just getting started. The best duelist won.
Lost to a new student? I didn't see that coming.
You can't be beat, can you?
Tamam şimdi. Bunları hallettik. Herbology şeye gidelim. Bir şey diyeyim mi? Şunu şöyle yandan bir saniye. Merak ettiğim için size gözükmeyecek şekilde şuradan YouTube'a şu görevi bir yazayım. Çünkü o görev kolay bir şekilde halledecek bir şeyse yerleri falan halledelim.
If you've been
Map'ten bakarak şunu halledelim. Açmamış mıyız? Central Hall'a bir gidelim o zaman. Şu kızın görevini halledelim. Aradan çıksın çünkü orada side quest olarak duruyor. Rahatsız oluyorum. Şimdi
Revelio. Accio.
Neredeymiş bakayım. Tamam.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio! Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about. Revelio.
Tamam, burada var, okey.
Accio!
Bunları map'te gösteriyor muymuş zaten ya? Ay, TP attık yanlışlıkla.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Ravenclaw Tower'da varmış bir tane. Ama biz oralara gitmedik. Şöyle 5'e meşe falan bakayım. Ravenclaw Tower varmış. Bu ne? Tamam, Ravenclaw Tower'a gelirsek bu görevi devam ettireceğim. Aklımda duruyor. Şimdi benim görevlerim peki neler? Onlara bakalım. Tamam, insan göğü 5 kere kullanmışım. Evet. Tamam, dodge'lamayı da yaparız bir ara. Hallolur. Şimdi gidelim abi. Ravenclaw Tower'ı bulunca da görevi tekrar şey yaparız, bitiririz. Bir tek şu an kasıyor gibi.
Is she growing Pungus onion again?
Bizim eleman.
Professor Garlic. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new form and cut down the soil! The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany
Revelio.
potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word.
I should think Professor Garlic would be more careful with her mandrakes.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange. I wonder if...
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement.
Pardon me, Professor. What am I supposed to do with the dittany seeds?
Your part in all this floral alchemy is simple. Take the seeds to your potting table, plant them, and then wait for harvest time.
Pardon me, Professor. What am I supposed to do with the dittany
Merak
seeds?
ettim, farklı
Your
bir
part
diyaloğa
in all
girecek
this
galiba.
floral alchemy is simple. Take the seeds to your potting table, plant them, and then wait for harvest time. Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Pardon me, Professor. What am I supposed to do with the dittany seeds?
Your part in all this floral alchemy is simple. Take the seeds to your potting table, plant them, and then wait for harvest time.
Select the available seeds to begin planting. The ones the seeds have been planted, the plant will take time to grow time 10 minutes. Can you leave that this medical herb are used in vegan wild portion? The seeds can be purchased at the Magic Neep and can be grown in pots of any size.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Here, dear, and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
Bunları satsak daha iyi olur da şu an uğraşamayız.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Hold tab and open to
Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Revelio.
This orange is like flows upside down as it grows unbelievably tiny.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Ya benim cevabım bu da böyle cevap verilmez
Magical
yani.
plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. My
The next... Şuna gidelim. The girl from Yugadu.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as
Revelio.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
Shouldn't there be aurors or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black would never...
Revelio.
Ne bu öten şey nerede? Şurada ha. Officers or badge orders comprise the ministry magical law enforcement and protect villagers involved from all sorts of threats, particularly those posed by dark magic. This order badge belongs to Professor Sharp.
I hate to see a creature get put down like that. Trolls have no business.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Point for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion. Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Revelio.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
Yaramazlık vakti.
Very well. I'll bring you a Fwooper feather.
Brilliant! Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Your potion should not...
Revelio.
Memorandum date 21st of December 1875. Subject Bergenberg to increase amount of activity outside of ordinary shop hours, particularly in the wee hours of the night, with special deliveries being made to the shop's backends. Giving to shop's reputation, we are adding more orders to join those that have already been watching the shop. You are amongst the new additions for the follow.
Revelio.
Buradan aldık değil mi?
Remember, precision is key when brewing potions.
Fine job brewing your first Wiggenweld potion. But there are many potions yet to learn. This is going to be a busy year.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never...
Proficiency and potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
Brew potions from unlocked recipes at the potion station. Recipes and ingredients can be purchased from select shops. Ingredients may also be grown and found in the wild.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Get it! Not again.
Oh! No! Dragon Dung! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
Seçtik.
I brewed an Adura's potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp wasn't happy. Leave me out of your grand plans next time.
Sorry to hear that. Hopefully he's already forgotten about it. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
İstemediğim şekilde oldu çünkü. Ondan şey yaptım.
Revelio.
Nereye gitti o kağıt parçası? Tepemde mi uçuyor ya?
Accio. Levioso. Accio. Lumos. Incendio. Revelio.
Belonged to the Selene Ward Navy, and is rumored to be all that remains after she insisted on demonstrating her experimental lunar apparition charm to fellow third years. No one knows if she succeeded. Bugün günlerden cumartesi. Tamam.
Revelio.
O bayağı uzaktaymış. TP atabiliyor muyum? Sanki atabiliyordum değil mi?
Accio.
Bak bizim şeyin yıktığı köprü. Son filmde. Çocuğun adını unuttum. Şu sürekli kazanları patlatan çocuk vardı ya. Şunlar sınırları mı temsil ediyor? Sanki. Buradan ilerisine gidemezsin gibisinden.
Levioso.
Denesem mi? Deneme amaçlı. Oyunun vereceği tepkileri merak ediyorum da.
I should investigate. Revelio.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own, and the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Revelio!
I beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Tam oraya gideceğiz de bu kim ve ne
Some
yapıyor?
assistance.
Ne yapıyorsun sen burada? Hı?
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially, a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful.
Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
Nasıl dive'layacağız abi?
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Oh, excellent.
Protego!
Show up all you want.
Leviosa. Obstinate Leviosa.
Görevi yapayım da.
Leviosa.
Think you're clever, don't you?
Accio. Incendio.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
The collection section of your field guide has been updated to the new type. You will learn whatever it says on enemy sessions.
Time to...
Neymiş abi, öğrenelim hemen. The active cross cannot be blocked by shield charms. Interrupting that cast with a severing charm will spin them to the point of losing control, hitting one of their own gang.
I'm not going anywhere with you. Incendio. Leviosa. Accio. Back Incendio. Leviosa.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin, gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Here's what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. See that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio.
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sing.
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
All right. Expelliarmus yapmamız az kaldı. Buna gidelim. Claim değil mi? Ha, tamam.
Sir Nicholas, our house ghost, is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
Tamam. Northeast of the dock. I could swim. Northeast. Northeast. Ben direkt suya girebiliyor muyum ki? Deneyelim.
This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is.
Dur. Black Lake de korkunç bir yer şimdi. Biliyor musun? Ay. Ben ateş kadehindeki bir şey olur mu diye bekliyordum da. Su altında görevler falan. Hadi şu kızın şeyini bul artık. Şimdi yine yerimiz doldu yani, sıkıntı o. Bayağıymış ha.
I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
Trust you didn't find the dive too terribly difficult.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
No.
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me, and for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there. Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
Revelio. I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far. Revelio.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
Any whispers going about the town?
A goblin called Pergit is causing a bit of a stink. His gang is attacking traveling vendors, and now business is suffering everywhere. It would be nice if someone would do something about it. No one wants to pick a fight with a band of goblins, though. Which means he's free to do what he wants down in Coral Ruins.
Can you tell me a bit about yourself?
Oh, let's see. Well, I am Lower Hogsfield's preeminent potioneer. But I was once a lowly Hogwarts student like you. In fact, I'll give you the Hogwarts discount. It's the standard price. My prices are low enough already, you see.
What do you have for sale?
I sell only potions and their ingredients. If you can't fix it with a potion, then it's best left broken, I say. My ingredients are all local to this area, and my potions are brewed to keep you healthy and safe.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today?
İkisi de her yerde bulunan şeyler ha. Gereksiz.
I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you. to see you again sometime.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? I hope to see you again sometime.
Kasabaya goblinlerden bir kurtaralım ya.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Then I shall spare no
Ranrock
one
has no
else as
patience
well.
for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
You mentioned that your paintings were taken. Are you a painter?
I am. It's my calling, though most would think it an unusual path for a goblin. Most of my family work in metal, or associated with Gringotts. I'd wager my finest brush that Ranrock's lot have no appreciation for any of my work, and it'll be tossed aside for kindling. Without my carts and my livelihood, who knows when I'll be able to paint again?
Has Ranrock's lot ever attacked you like this before?
They've been taunting and threatening me for a while now. But they've always believed that violence is the only way to get what they want. Things have taken a much darker turn of late. Ranrock is getting more powerful, and his loyalists know it. They feel untouchable. Ranrock assumed that all goblins would agree to follow him, but he was wrong. Many of us would like a diplomatic end to the discord with wizard kind.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
Bayağı uzaktaymış yalnız. Wow, map'e bak. What the fuck? Map bayağı büyükmüş. Baksana da. Bu ne?
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn.
Revelio. Accio.
Ne bu kırmızı şeyler? Ne oldu ya bir anda bir... Rahat bırakın lan kuzuları.
Levioso. Incendio.
Kaçın kuzular. Hadi bakalım. Geliyorum abi, bekle.
Incendio. Yes. Levioso. Incendio. Accio.
Lan sen düşmansın lan, kaçtı.
Incendio.
Düşmanımızın kaçmasına izin verdik.
A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
I would say that. What do you think you're doing?
Levioso. Incendio.
Ateş et bakayım.
What have you done?
Past the ruins. I'm on the right track.
Revelio.
Allah'ım oğlum.
Incendio. Levioso. Incendio. Accio. Incendio.
Ait. Nedir abi bunun makarası?
Levioso. Levioso.
Akıyor mu yapayım bir de bu taraftan?
Accio.
Okey. Biraz keşif olsun.
Revelio. Revelio.
Orada bir şey yok. Boş. Gereksiz bir yer.
Where did I set my trap?
Levioso.
That's just pitiful.
Incendio. Levioso.
How did that feel?
Incendio.
Incendio'nun mesafesi çok kısa ya. Çok kısa.
Not finger. I bet that one hurt.
Protego.
Biraz keşif yaptık. Keşke şuraya kadar gitmişken şunu açsaymış. Onu bir açayım ya. Dur. Ne tarafta gösteriyor? Şuraya işaretleyemiyor muyum? Set point'e bir gidelim. TP açık kalsın da sonra uğraşmayayım. Bayağı da uzakmış bu arada. Basamadım ya.
Levioso. Incendio. Incendio. Incendio. Levioso. Incendio. Incendio. Incendio. Revelio.
Yok mu burada bir şey? Üzücü. Nerede TP point? Burada. West Hogwarts Alley. Okay.
An encampment. This must be it. Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
Steel için Expelliarmus lazım ya.
Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other way. Come on there.
How many of you are there?
How nice of you to stop. What an unfortunate end for you.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Just here. Levioso.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Levioso. Incendio.
I won't rest.
O değil yanlış. Ne yapıyorsun?
Levioso.
Your spells glance off of me.
Levioso.
What was not? You won't get away with that.
Levioso.
I will have my revenge.
Accio. Incendio.
That was quite something. Now, to free Arn's cards.
Yapacağız hepsini. Önce Merlin's Trial yapalım. Yer açılsın. Goblin Slayer oldu. Hadi abi sen ne ayak?
Levioso. Accio.
Free cards yok, bu şeyden bahsediyorum. Merlin's Trial'dan bahsediyorum.
Lumos. Incendio. Levioso. Accio.
Ya şu ışıklarla alakalı bir şey de benim bilmediğim bir spell mi var?
Quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to Arn.
Ne işe yaradı bunu yapmam? Şimdi Merlin'in challenge'ı oldu mu? Trade almışım bak. Bir şeyler ekleyebiliyorumdur belki, Gear'dan bakalım. Trade nasıl ekliyoruz acaba? Tamam. Free yapmışız zaten. Başka küreler de var, okey.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Incendio. Accio.
Not so tricky after all, Merlin.
Güzel. Senin amacın ne abi? Seni bir yere çekmen falan mı lazım?
Accio. Revelio.
Ya bunu bir yere çekince bir şey olacağını bilsem yapacağım da. Gel bakalım şuraya.
Accio.
Gel abi. Bu muydu? Ya bakalım bu tarafta bir şeyler var mı?
Incendio. Accio.
Aman.
Always said that travel broadens the mind.
If you're here for my wares...
On, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
I managed to free your carts fairly easily.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
What a nice idea, Ron. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done.
Wonder who lives here.
Spider Slayer armor. Buralara daha önce gelmemiştim.
Incendio.
Şu yangının şeyi gitsin de göreyim.
Incendio.
Makarası ne bunun acaba? Bunda bir çizgi var diye biri, bunda iki var diye ikiyi yaptım ama
Levioso.
düşür bakayım kitaplara dostum. Zorbalık. Bully. Bunların makarası ne acaba? Ona 4 yapalım. Dörtgen. Neyse. Direkt kombinasyonları denesek olur da hiç şey yapmaya gerek yok. Acı çekmeye. Courtyard. Wow. Şöyle yapsam ne olur? Dengemi kaybetmem diyorsun ha. Oo, burası efsanelere tanıklık ettiğimiz yer ya. Ateş kadehi sonrası burada.
Perhaps mind what you're doing there.
Kimsin sen? Ateş kadehi sonrası oturup şey yaptığımız yer ya.
Revelio.
Buradan gidişlerini izlediğimiz yer. Harry Potter filmler aslında benim en sevdiğim Ateş Kadehi. Burası da asıl kapı girişi mi? Sanki öyle.
Lumos. Levioso. Revelio. Accio.
Hey, it's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
Were you calling me, Gareth?
I was. After you helped me with that Fupa feather and potions, I reckoned you might be just the person I need. You see, I have an idea for a fizzing Whizbee-inspired beverage, but I'm missing a key ingredient.
You and your concoctions. I don't know how you come up with these things.
It's a gift, truly. So, I suspect the key ingredient in fizzing Whizbees is dried billywig stings. I heard there's a store of them in Honeyduke's cellar. I'd get them myself, but my Aunt Matilda has her eye on me. Thinks I need to focus on potions class for a while, not for my own brews. I was hoping you could follow a secret passage to Honeyduke's cellar and grab a few dried billywig stings for me.
Of course. You never know when you might need a quick means of escape from the castle.
Brilliant, thank you. But you should know that it's not exactly quick. It's the secret bit that's helpful. The passage is hidden behind the statue of a one-eyed witch in the third-floor corridor. Just tap it with your wand and say, Descendium.
Are you asking me to steal from a shop?
Goodness, it's not as if I'm asking you to rob Gringotts. Honeyduke's has more than enough, and I only need a few. It's a sweets ingredient. They won't be missed, trust me.
Couldn't you have someone buy the dried billywig stings?
They're not for sale, and you never know when the cellar's going to be locked. So, the reliable way in and out is through the secret entrance.
Abi bu çocuk hırsız ya. Bizi hırsızlığa itiyor abi.
I'll see what I can do, Gareth.
Fair enough. You shall be the first one to taste my newest brew if you can be of help. Perhaps I can convince a meat to help me with my potions homework. Get my aunt to loosen her reins a bit.
Benim brew'un işim ne ha? Hırsız köpek.
I'll need to get those dried billywig stings for Gareth if he's to finish his latest concoction.
You there? Yes, you. I wonder if you might...
A one-eyed witch statue shouldn't be too hard to find. You wanted to see me, sir?
Yes, Sir Nicholas de Mimsy Porpington, at your service.
Nice to meet you, Sir Nicholas.
I know about the book you found and its missing pages. I may be able to help. Follow me, if you will. It's not too far.
Wait, how do you know about the book? And that it's missing pages?
Word gets around amongst the ghosts. You were spotted with Mr. Sallow in the restricted section. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me.
Bir tık daha mı hızlı gitsen Sir Nicholas hayal etsin ya.
Revelio. Accio. This may be a leap, but I believe I know who ended up with those pages. I'd be happy to take you to him, if you'd be so kind as to perform a small favor for me along the way.
O ne peki? Ne favor?
A small favor in exchange for getting those pages.
Yes, it's nothing really. I'd be grateful if you could simply go into the kitchen and procure a little rotten roast beef.
Revelio. Accio. Lumos. I beg your pardon. Roast beef. Rotten roast beef.
That is correct. Rotten roast beef. If one floats through it just right, one can almost taste it.
Ugh. I suppose I can do that. But why?
Paragraph for Puff's original creation. This book holds a collection of Hogwarts students' favorite recipes over the centuries. Ambitious little pig digital prompts are likely an acquired taste.
It's simple, my young friend. My ghostly form cannot carry it.
Revelio.
Now, if you'd be so kind as to collect the roast beef, I shall explain everything else in due course. Here we are. Tickle the pear and head on in.
Did you say tickle the pear?
Yes, in the painting. I'll wait right here. Do try not to get in the way of the house elves.
Pear portrait. If one tickles the pear in this still life painting of a ball of fruit, it will giggle before turning into a door knob. Allowed.
Sweet aroma of rotten roast beef.
A student
Never
in
will
the
understand
kitchen.
students.
What could they
Plenty
want?
of delicious food. Found themselves a bit peckish likely. You know
Certainly
how
makes
hungry
rookies.
grows.
Revelio. Hazel. It smells glorious in here.
Masalar buradan göğe yükseliyor arkadaşlar. Üst katta da yemekhane var. When Hogwarts has out place prepared food on the table is make attempts to rebuild in the... Aynen. Kitapta anlatıyordu galiba bunu.
Hello. Can you point me in the direction of the rubbish?
Towards the other end of the kitchen. If it's not taken out yet, just follow your nose. You'll find it soon enough.
Revelio. Ugh, there's a disgusting smell. I must be getting close.
How they have living cordial with ever practical and creative, the Hogwarts house elves have created a cozy village like home for themselves among these barrels in the Hogwarts kitchen, of course. One cannot presume to know what they are really like inside a house of an extra magical... Kendi evleriymiş ya bunlar. İlginç.
Oh, a student? What a treat! What can Finky get for you? A pumpkin pasty? Perhaps some Welsh rabbit?
Sounds lovely, but what I really need is this rotten roast beef.
Ah, Nick sent you, didn't he? Please help yourself. Finky supposes Nick's tired of loitering about simply to experience the faintest memory of the taste of food.
Is it all right for students to wander into the kitchens?
Well, since you asked, students aren't supposed to be in the kitchens, but Finky doesn't mind. There's nothing that lifts Finky's spirits more than the company of students. We so rarely get visitors, and we have plenty of treats. Come back any time you please.
Are there any restrictions as to what you can make here?
Finky supposes not. However, Finky has had the best luck with the many recipes left by Helga Hufflepuff. Her quince pie has always been a favourite, but the newfangled Arbroath Smokies are becoming popular as well.
Do you and the other house elves conjure the food served in the Great Hall?
Goodness no! Not even house elves can conjure food out of thin air. Food is one of the 5 principal exceptions to Gamp's law of elemental transfiguration. We can, however, multiply it, transform it, and of course, prepare it. Then we send it straight up to the Great Hall.
It was nice to meet you. Thank you for the beef.
Happy to help, and to meet you as well. Please give Nick Finky's regards.
Revelio. I've gained a new appreciation for breakfast. Here's a welcome treat. Delicious.
Ah, you're back. No trouble, I take it?
Not at all. Finky sends her regards, along with the rotten roast beef.
Ah, glad to hear it. Kind elf for Finky. Now, let's get that beef to Sir Patrick Delaney Podmore, and you'll be one step closer to finding those pages.
This is all rather cryptic, Sir Nicholas. What's going on?
Terribly sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Sir Patrick organizes the Headless Hunt, a group of headless ghosts who gather for various, headless activities.
Headless activities?
Yes, you'll see. Anyway, I don't know how, but a member of that hunt, Richard Jackdaw, had the pages when he was alive. My plan is to take the rotten roast beef to Sir Patrick so that he'll allow me, us, to engage with the hunt and speak to Jackdaw. Shall we?
Very well. I'd like to meet Sir Patrick myself and see this headless hunt.
Ah, wonderful. You won't regret it.
Evet.
Do stay behind me. It's Sir Patrick we want.
Oi, Nesta, look who's here. What have we told you, nearly headless Nick?
Hello, Sir Ramsed. Do let us pass. We brought a little something for Sir Patrick.
Probably come to try to beg his way in again.
Do they always talk to you like that?
Ah, all in good fun. Once Sir Patrick lets me join the Headless Hunt, I'll be right there with them. This offering is sure to win him over.
Don't forget why I'm here, sir.
Rest assured, you'll have your information from young Jackdaw in no time. Wherever he may be.
What I'd give for a flagon of mead or a nice leg of lamb right about now. Then this party would be complete.
How about the next best thing, Sir Patrick?
Ah, Sir Nicholas. And a student. Who let you in?
We brought you a gift.
This is all very suspicious. What do you really want? As if I need to ask?
It's Richard Jackdaw. Where can we find him? May we speak to him?
Jackdaw, eh? Why, here he is now. What a shame. Without his head. I bet you've always wondered what that's like, eh, Nick?
Sir, you jest.
It's bound to be around here somewhere. Probably being used in a game. If you find it, I give you my permission to speak with him, my young mortal. It's the least I can do for you for bringing this putrescent gift home.
Sir, there's another matter I wish to discuss with you, if I may.
Tut, tut, Sir Nicholas. How many times do I have to tell you? Our entry requirements are quite clear.
But, sir,
we aren't the headless except for a little bit of tendon hunt, after all. Now, please, follow me, and I shall help you find your way out.
Farewell, my young friend. Perhaps your luck with these chaps will be better than mine.
How do ghosts with their heads while away the afterlife?
Şimdi
a map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
Şimdi şöyle yapalım. Burada bir mola. Biraz yoruldum. Ne kadar olmuş? Bence 2 saat olmuş mu? Tam 2 saat olmuş hatta. 1:57. Güzel. Goblin Slayer olduk. Bu bölüm. Monster Hunter olduk. Yan görevler falan filan. Devam edeceğiz.